Hello everyone, welcome to MS Safety Webcast. In this video guide, we will be installing and configuring Windows Server Update Service in Server 2019. WSUS is a Microsoft Server rule that allows you to download and installation of operating system updates to computers in a local network. In short, it allows us to centrally manage patches for Microsoft operating systems and other Microsoft products. WSUS Management Console allows us to select which update we'll install and on which computer. Means we can say, by using WSUS, we can centrally manage and distribute Windows Update in a local network without internet. For this demo, we are using the test lab created in VirtualBox. We have total 3 Windows Server 2019 virtual machine. One is our domain controller, one is the member server where we are planning to install and configure WSUS, and another server for testing purpose. This is our domain controller WS2K19-DC01. Before we move ahead, let's create one OU. Let's click on Tools and open Active Directory Users and Computers. Under Test OU, I'm going to create one more new OU with the name Test Server Accounts. Let's click on OK. Fine. Now let's click on Computers. And here we have a computer account of our member server WS2K19-SRV01. Let's move this computer account to our newly created OU. So we'll create GPU for WSUS settings and we'll attach that GPU to this OU so we can test WSUS settings on our member server. Fine. Now let's move to our member server where we are planning to install WSUS. This is our member server with the hostname WS2K19-WSUS. The server is part of our Active Directory domain malab.local. Okay, so in the first step, let's install WSUS role on our local server. And to do that, on a Server Manager console, we need to click on Manage, select Add Roles and Features. And before you begin screen, click on Next. Next again. Our local server is already selected. So let's click on Next to continue. And select Server Role Console. We need to select Windows Server Update Service. Let's select the checkbox. Click on Add Features to add required features by Windows Server Update Services. Let's click on Next. Next again. Next. And here it is asking us to select role services. By default, WSUS is going to use a Windows internal database to store WSUS content and database. If you have a large production environment, that time you can use dedicated SQL Server database to store information about WSUS. But we are going for the testing purpose, and that's why we will use Windows internal database. Let's click on Next. Now it is asking us to select the location where you want to store the updates. Let's right click on Start button and let's open Disk Management. Let me create one separate partition to store our Windows update. I'm going to give drive letter E. Fine. Let's open. Under E drive, I'm going to create one folder. I'm giving name WSUS store. Let's open it. And I'm going to copy this location so I don't have to type manually. Okay, let's close it. Let's close this console and let's specify the local path to store updates. It will be a e:/WSUS store. Fine. Let's click on Next. Next again. Next. And click on Install. Fine. The installation process will take some time to complete. And during the installation, first of all, I'm going to set up the group policy because sometime that will happen after completing the configuration of WSUS. Still, you are not able to see your computers under all computers in that console. So generally, I used to configure group policy first. So let's move to our domain controller and let's open Group Policy Management console. Okay, let's expand our forest, domain name, and let's click on Group Policy Objects. First, we are going to create one new GPU. So let's click on New. Here, I'm going to specify the name, Test WSUS GPU, and let's click on OK. Fine. Let's select newly created GPU. Let's right click on it and select edit. That is going to open Group Policy Management Editor console. Under computer configuration, we need to expand policies and administrative templates and Windows components. Under Windows components, you need to find Windows updates. Fine. Let's click on Windows Update, and here lots of settings are there related to Windows Update. But at a minimum, for the testing purpose, we are going to define only 3 settings. And the first one is specify Intranet Microsoft Update Service location. Here we need to specify the location of our WSUS server. So let's select enable, and here I'm going to specify http:// and then we need to specify the FQDN of our WSUS server. So I'm going to copy it. Okay, and close it. Okay, let's go back to our DC. Let's paste here. And WSUS service runs on port number 8530. So let's specify :8530. I'm going to copy the same URL and let's paste under Intranet Statistics server. If you have any alternate server from where you can download the updates, that time you can specify the location here. Fine. Let's click on apply. Click on OK. So this is the most important settings. Now we are going to configure settings related to automatic updates. Let's double click on it. Okay, let's select enable. We want to enable these settings. And here we have several options for configuring automatic updating settings. Now by default, it is selected to options number 3, automatic downloading of Windows updates. And then we will have a notification to install that Windows updates. If you want, you can change to options number 4, which is automatic downloading of Windows updates and schedule installation. And here we have options for scheduling as well. If you are using options number 4, that time you can select the schedule install day. Now here, by default selected options is that every day. So if you want, you can select this option. So every day, or for example, every Sunday, Monday, or so on. But let's select every Friday, for example. Why Friday? Because in most of MNCs, Saturday and Sunday there will be a holiday. So definitely users will be not there in a company. So I think this is the best time to deploy the update. And you can select the time interval which is suitable for you. Here certain other options are also available every week, first week of the month, second week of the month, third and fourth. You can select this as per your organization planning. But for this demonstration, I'm going with option number 3, automatic downloading and notify for installation. Okay, let's click on apply and okay. This is the 2 settings which we need at a minimum. Now one more settings which I'm going to configure for this testing purpose, and that is automatic updates detection frequency. Let's enable it. By default, this value is set to 22 hours. You can change this value as per your requirement, but for this demonstration, I want to set it to 1 hour. Say definitely Windows is not going to provide updates at every 1 hour, but in our local network, we want to set our client will check for the update at every 1 hour. Fine. Let's click on apply and okay. Certain other new settings are also available with Windows Server 2019, but we are not going to see those settings right now. So we have defined 3 settings. Specify Intranet Microsoft Update Service location, which is the URL of our WSUS server. Then we have configured automatic updates related settings. In that we have defined automatic downloading of update and notify for the installation. And then we have selected one more setting, automatic updates detection frequency. Fine. Now we are done with the group policy. So let's close Group Policy Management Editor console. And now it's time to link our GPU to our OU test server's account. Let's select the OU, right click on it and select link an existing GPU. Now why I'm linking to this OU? Because we are just going for the testing purpose. Otherwise your group policy related to WSUS, you are going to link at your domain level. So let's select test WSUS GPU and click on OK. Fine, we have successfully linked that GPU to our OU, but we need to manually update the group policy, or we can wait for 90 to 120 minutes to automatic update for group policy. And that we are not going to do. So let's go to our member server. Let's minimize. This is our member server WS2K19-S01, and let's minimize the server manager console. Let's open command prompt. At command prompt, type command gp update/force and press enter key to manually update the group policy. Okay, so we have successfully configured group policy for WSUS. Now let's move to our WSUS server. As you can see, installation has been completed successfully, but we need to perform some post-installation tasks. So let's click on that link to start configuring our server. Okay, here we can see the message is there. Configuration successfully completed. Let's click on close to close this console. And now let's start WSUS specific configuration using initial configuration wizard. So let's click on tools and let's open Windows Server Update Services. If this is the first time, then definitely initial configuration wizard will start first. Okay, here we have a brief overview information about what you need to do before you start doing it. Let's click on next. I'm not going to join Microsoft Update Improvement Program, so let's click on next. Here we have options to choose the upstream server from which our server is going to synchronize for updates. Now this is our first WSUS server. That's why we need to synchronize from Microsoft Updates directly. If you have any upstream server already configured, that time you can select the second one. Let's click on next. Our WSUS server is directly connected with internet. If in your case your server is connected using a proxy server, that time you need to specify proxy settings here. Let's click on next. And now let's click on start connecting to get the information about types of updates available, products that can be updated, and available languages. It is going to take some time to complete. It will depend on internet speed as well as load on Microsoft servers. Okay, now let's click on next to continue. Here it is asking us to select the language for which our server is going to download updates. English is already selected and we are going to use it. Let's click on next to continue. On this console, first browse the entire list and select only the product which you use in your infrastructure and you want to receive updates related to the products. As we are going for the testing purpose, and that's why we are only going to select Windows Server 2019. Let's clear the checkbox for Windows. And here I'm going to select Windows Server 2019. Let's select the checkbox and click on next to continue. Here it is asking us to select the classification of updates which we want to synchronize. For this demonstration, we are going with critical updates, definition updates, and security updates. You can select the classifications as per your requirement. Let's click on next. On this console, we have options to set up sync schedule. By default, selected options is that synchronize manually. If you want automatic synchronization, that time you can select the checkbox. You can specify the time when you want to start the synchronization, and here we have options for synchronization per day. But we are going to select synchronize manually, click on next, and here we are going to select this checkbox to start initial synchronization right now. Let's click on next and click on finish. Let's maximize the console. Let's click on our server name, that is WS2K19-WSUS. Here you can see synchronization is going on and current synchronization percentage is 0%. So let's finish the synchronization. Then after we'll change other settings. As you can see, synchronization status is idle. That means we have successfully completed the synchronization. Okay, now let's expand our server name. Let's expand updates and click on all updates. First, I'm going to change the status, which will be any in our case, and then let's click on refresh. On this console, we can see all the patches that should be deployed in our infrastructure. One more settings which I'm going to change here. Let's right click on classification, and here I'm going to select supersedence. Let's right click again, and here I'm going to select needed count. Fine, so if any computer needed this update, that time we'll see here And let me click on this console as well. Okay, so these are the updates which we can deploy to our Windows Server 2019 computers. Fine. Now let's expand computers. And expand computers and click on unassigned computers. Let's change the status to any and click on refresh. Now here you can see we don't have any computer account yet. And in our case, there will be only one computer account of our member server, but which is not listed here still. Let me click on options. Let's click on computers, and here selected options is there. Use the update service console. So automatically new computers will be added under unassigned computers group. Fine, let's click on OK, and let's click on unassigned computers. Still our Windows Server 2019 computer is not there, so let's go to our member server. Let's open command prompt. And at command prompt, I'm going to run command WAUCLT /detect now. This command is going to initiate a detection event to assign update services. So our computer will report to our WSUS server, and then after our computer's account will be listed in WSUS management console. Okay. Let's exit from this command prompt. Okay, let's move back to our WSUS server, and let's wait for a few seconds and hope that our server account will be displayed under unassigned computers. Let's again click on refresh button. And now you can see our computer is listed under unassigned computers. Name ws2k19-srv01.mylib.local. Now let's click on all updates, and here I'm going to select some of the updates. Okay, let's right click here and let's approve the updates. So we are simply going for the testing purpose. That's why I'm randomly selecting the updates and I'm approving it. Approve for installation, and for unassigned computers, I'm going to select approve for installation. Let's click on OK. Click on close, and let's click on server name. Here, as you can see, updates needing files for, and it is going to download nearly 490.11 MB. As you can see, downloading is started. And now let's verify on our member server as well. Let's go back to our member server. Let's click on start button and let's click on settings. This is going to open Windows settings console. Let's click on update and security. And let's click on check for updates. See, it will take some time because our server is going to download updates nearly 490.11 MB, and after that those updates will be available on our member server. Okay, as you can see, update has been downloaded successfully. Now let's go back on our member server and let's click on check for updates. Let's wait for a few seconds. And after that, here you can see both updates are listed here, and here you can see that a number is also there. And after installing these updates on our member server, we can say that we have successfully installed and configured Windows Server Update Service on Windows Server 2019. So that's it for this video demonstration. Thank you all for watching this video.